Good evening. How are we all doing? Long time. So, hope everyone's missed the updates on the old White Chai 5 here. Phew, busy with life, work, children, house, doing work to the workshop, working on truck. Manic. Anyway, right, let's get going. So, let's have a look at the channel dashboard. We are at 438 subscribers. Whew. Plus 9 in the last 28 days. Crazy. Keep it going. I know I need to put more time into this, but it's just so hard at the moment. So, anyway, let's get on to the Tyre 5. So, we are at the stage now of pretty much running. Obviously, got to finish off the water hoses, put the rad in, put the airflow meter in. I am looking at having that rebuilt. So that is on the list, which I'll show you in a minute. Obviously, air filter housing is ready to go on. Obviously, the hoses for the airflow meter to the airbox and from the throttle body to the airflow meter have all been cleaned up and stuff. I was going to look at replacing them, but I'm way old fire on that at the moment. So we've done battery terminals. I'm going to look at making some guards to go over there because I've got a feeling that they might pick that up on scrutineering with our local motor club. So yeah, it's cranking over. Injectors working fine. Got a spark. Just to be honest, could do with another pair of hands. I think I'll probably have a chat with my mate Rob. I think he's eager to come and play Peugeots after messing about with them BMWs. So today I made up another guard. I got it off of someone else's build, funny enough, and I thought, I'm going to make one of them. So that was today. Yeah, just to stop the mud flicking up, obviously with the sump guard and stuff. Obviously I'm lucky on the other side. I've got quite a few of them, to be honest, kicking about. Obviously, I've still got the original one. So I thought, because I had a bit of time on my hands and some aluminium kicking about. Obviously I thought I'll do that. So yeah, obviously, nice little find on eBay. Obviously, Sparko wheel boss. So I've got a deep dish steering wheel for it, and now obviously I've got that. It's one of the lists that I'm working through. All the ones that are crossed out were done today. So what the idea is to be honest, I want to get the engine running, and then I can work on to inside of the car. Obviously, get the dashboard back in there, and do a few bits, sort of like a dry build, I think you'd call that. So yeah, so get that off, and then that can go away to be flopped. Yeah, so obviously on the list, it's all written out. Parts to order for the White Chai 5. Again, just chipping away at the jobs. So yeah, it's not, to be honest, there's not a lot on there, really. It's just those little jobs are taking the time. So yeah, so it's been quite good. Obviously, I end up buying a throttle cable from Baker Mounts, because I did buy the kit to make my own, and I've tried it before, and I just thought, I'm just going to pay the money and buy one, obviously, from Baker. It was a little bit temperamental, obviously, with the rubber and getting it through the bulkhead, but a bit of perseverance, obviously got that through. So yeah, so I've got a nice sharp throttle on it and stuff. So yeah, it's all, like I say, it's all coming together. I don't think I've done too much. Oh yeah, I did. I took the carpet out that was in there, and then I redone another carpet that I had kicking about, because obviously I cut up the other one quite a lot, and to be honest, I wasn't happy with it. And I've seen another guy that done his carpet pretty much the same as what I've got there, and that caught my eye, and I thought, well, I'll have some of that because that looks nice and tidy. Obviously, I got caught out with my slam panel. Obviously, I've got quite a few of these, but this one I believe is an aftermarket one, or just a base model. I don't really know. So I had to make up a bracket for the fuse board. But as many of you know, obviously I had the opportunity a few years ago now to retrain up as a metal polisher. So it was like 4 years of learning how to work metal, shape metal, polish metal, and obviously up my fabrication game over at Sparktech with Chris, and obviously Phil and Mark and Andy and John and stuff like that. Mate, I was so lucky to be able to go and work and have a bit of a break from the drainage industry, and go and do something completely different. So yeah, so obviously nice bit of aluminium with a satin finish on there and stuff, and then obviously because I'm running bonnet pins and stuff, obviously I got fed up looking at a hole, so I made up another one. So yeah, so that's all done. I had to go through my spares to get another cold air feed. Hopefully someone will give me a comment on the technical term. So obviously I had to drill through and I've had to nut and bolt it, because I had to cut the heads off of the other one. So yeah, so that's another job done. Obviously the rear seats are loosely in. I had a bit of a problem, obviously, when I painted the inside of the shell, or shall I say Adam painted the inside of the shell. I didn't sort of mask up or protect the threads. So I had to today drill out the car body mounts for the rear seats. So I've put in some rivet nuts there. So that's another job off the list, because I believe with doing the local stuff, I believe you've got to have the rear seats in there. In that sense, obviously they're not going to be used because I won't like to be in the back of there, but I do like the look of it all. I think they look quite tidy in there. So yeah, it's like I said, it's just chipping away at those little jobs, but it's going to be nice. Obviously here at running, and then I can work my way into the car, do the last bits in there, and then obviously I've got a little bit more bodywork to do, because obviously when we painted it, there was a couple of bits where I changed the roof on there that I wasn't too happy with. So obviously, as you know, I can be a bit of a funny bugger. So I've had to do a little bit of body work on top of the quarters and stuff. But I'll probably get Adam round here to finish them off. But like I said, get it running, get the interior done, and then obviously de-panel it, take it over the body shop, paint it, and then we are all done. Pretty much chipping away at the jobs on the underside of the car. But so far I've had no leaks and stuff, obviously from the fuel situation, from the fuel system, which is good. So I've been obviously tinkering with the brakes as well. Obviously just setting up the rear drums and stuff on there, and obviously I bought a brake pressure system. So I obviously to get all the air out of the system and stuff. But yeah, it's it's just chipping it away. But I had to sit down the other weekend. Well, I think I probably sat down over Christmas now. Because I sort of go around in a circle. I sort of do a bit and then not, and then do a bit and then do something else, or sort of lose where I was on the car. So it's been quite nice to get back into the game which obviously people would have seen, obviously in my shorts on YouTube, and obviously with the people that follow me on my Instagram. So yeah, it's been good to write out the list with it all. Obviously, sorry if it's a bit juddery. Obviously I'm filming off of the phone because obviously all the tom-toms are still away. Another little job that I've done today was, obviously I'm going to be running a set of air horns on it. So I made up a template, which I've got in my hand. I'll show you where it is. And what the idea is I'm going to run the horn cabling over from the right hand side of the engine bay. And then what the idea is obviously the jack's going to go inside of the car. Probably in the boot, in the spare wheel. So I made up this today, which obviously I've got to mount my air horns on it and stuff. So I made a template out of Frosties and some cardboard, which was good. And then obviously I'll cut it out of this stuff. And there's a guy, I can't think of what his name is. I believe he makes diamond rings, and he is into his Escorts, Mark 1, Mark 2. And I believe he's working on his white rally car at the moment. And he put me onto this stuff. And it's what it is, it's aluminium on either stuff, on either side, and then plastic in the middle. And I've got a feeling they use this on signs and stuff. And I can't think of the name. But obviously, I come across an old sign a while back, and I recognised it straight away because he's doing quite a lot of work on the rally car with mounting fuel pumps, fire extinguishers, and other stuff in the car, and he uses that. So yeah, it's quite good stuff. So yeah, on to air. My dear father, cheers, Dad. He cut off some cable today that I went and picked up. And I looked at it, I thought that ain't enough. So I went in his workshop and raided some more cable. So yeah, I think when he watches this later on, he'll be laughing to himself and thinking little sod comes up and nicks more cabling. So obviously another bit more metal work. I've been obviously collecting some switches, and then obviously a USB port, cigarette lighter and stuff. So this is going to be from our centre console, which is going to be quite good. And then obviously picking up different brake terminals. Like I said, if anyone gives a few pointers on what they do to cover their terminals, because those battery terminals that I've got on the car are bigger than these. But obviously, as you know, on eBay, you don't really get a good size, and so ones that I saw I bought. So yeah, move that out the way. Rivet nuts, don't want that, so we'll move on to that. Move that out the way. Let's just say there's blue stuff everywhere. So what we've got in here is obviously some of the stuff that I've been collecting. So I'm going to put a clock on the dash. Got quite a few LED lights, I think, which are going to go in the car at different places. Some of the, obviously the switches, obviously for those little panels. So I've got quite a selection, to be honest, because I didn't really have an idea how I wanted to do it. So I sort of, for how pennies they are, I bought a selection. Just when it all falls over on the floor. So, like I said, I come across that in there. I've got what the idea is when the dash goes back in there on the dry build, I'm going to, yes, it is in there. So obviously power those switches. I've got so yeah, so what I've got here, obviously fuse board. So that's going to run probably interior lights, boot lights, engine lights, spotlights, and some other bits and bobs. So yes, I run a power lead off the battery into there, because like I said, I have got a copy of the old build manual from the old days when they used to have the Try 5 challenge and stuff, and obviously on there you've got where you can add into the system. So yeah, and in here I've got some things, so I'll probably run these under the bonnet, which are going to be quite good. So yeah, so that's my sort of selection of electrical bits. So yeah, like I said, it's all coming together. And obviously I've been doing quite a bit of work in my workshop, and obviously as people know, obviously I'm a nightmare for picking stuff up. So, and I've had these for quite a few years now. So it's been, as people would have seen in my past videos, they were in the other garage, obviously on the side, and it was just like, what on earth do I do with these? So obviously I didn't like the colour of the frames, so these got gloss blacked and hung on the ceiling. And then obviously over Christmas, people obviously buy me Christmas presents, and obviously they bought me a load more signs. So we've been a bit busy, and obviously everyone said, we can put it in there, Dale. So well, so I'm going to have to put them on the ceiling, ain't I? So yeah, it's been quite funny in the workshop. And then yeah, got a new clock, which came off eBay, which is quite good, which is Speedo, obviously from 25 or stuff. So yeah, so that was that one. I don't think I've got any more over there. No, I haven't. But then I've got these ones, which I've shown before, which were my cousin's. And obviously, because she was into her superbikes. So she gave me these. And I think one of them's Neil Hodgson. And Troy Corsa? Don't know. Too crazy, obviously. I'm an off-road bike man myself. I'm going on these clutch rockets. It's not that. But yeah, so she gave me these, and it was kind of, what do I do with these? So these went on there. And then obviously one of my neighbours makes signs. So yeah, so this got donated to the workshop. So yeah, that got hung on there. Some more signs on there. Yeah, some more signs behind there. So yeah, it's coming on quite well, really. Obviously, but as we know, with some more signs on the toolbox. I said I'm running out of room. But yeah. So, but no, it's good to get back onto the 205 and get things moving. So, like I said, cheers to all the people, obviously my followers. Obviously, hello to anyone that's came across the channel and want to see what's going on. Again, it's just trying to get back in the game. It's manic, literally. It's just life, like I said, work, children, wife, dogs, house, truck, and whatever else. I did do some work over Christmas on the Silver 205, which you'll see in the photographs there and stuff. And obviously that's had cam belt, water pump, tensioner, and a water flush. So I'm going to aim to have that back on the road this year. I'm going to do some shows and stuff, obviously with our owners club and stuff. Same with this. The game for this is to finish her off and get it back on the road. So anyway, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Again, have a nice evening, and I will be updating in due course. Cheers.